already we have captured a UFO. What the f***? UFOs have been reported.
I was actually petrified and I didn't know what was going on.
My door opened and then I just started floating out of the doorway.
They described it as a large, glowing, a huge ball of light.
This light was like bigger than a house and it was going around in massive circles.
Okay, well, there's a light out here. Or is it coming closer?
It looks like it's coming closer.
What is going on?
That light's back.
Hi Crypt Keepers, thank you so much for tuning into Amy's Crypt. Today's episode is going to be something very, very different. We are not going looking for ghosts, we are going UFO hunting. And I've got some special guests along with me. We've got Jared. But I've also brought Mum or Sonia in the back.
Hi
Mum,
guys.
Everyone actually misses you. You've got like a little fan club out there of all the Crypt Keepers.
Oh no.
Anyway, we are going to go somewhere tonight where UFOs have been reported and crazy experiences have happened. So how do you feel?
That's exciting.
Yeah. Is this the first on AmysCrypt?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like we looked for UFOs kind of in Hoyabachu, but this is like a dedicated episode. So I actually have somebody who had an experience out where we are going tonight, right? So I'm going to give them a call and get them to tell not only you guys, but you guys watching about their experience. And this is like the area that we're going to. But South Australia is such a hotbed for UFO activity. Like I have so many like weird supernatural alienish kind of stories to tell you when we get there. So I'm going to call someone, right? You guys actually know this person.
Oh.
And yeah, it is my sister actually.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't have a phone number.
Wait, I've got it.
Hello?
Hey Amber, how you going?
Hey, good, how are you?
Good. I'm calling you because I want to ask you about your UFO experience. Remember I talked to you about this the other day?
Yeah.
So I've got... Can you go somewhere quiet?
Are you eating a bag of chips?
Yeah.
Probably cheese and onion.
No. I was about probably 12 or 13 and my best friend at the time, she threw like this pajama party. So there was probably about 6 or 7 girls there and we were having a sleepover. There was a tent set up like right next to her house. She literally had 10 acres of land. That night something weird happened. Like all of her friends just all of a sudden wanted to go inside. I don't know why. And me and my mate was like in the tent on our own and we were talking for a bit and all of a sudden we saw like this really bright shining light through the tent and we were like, what the heck's going on? So I said, oh, is your dad outside the tent or something, shining a torch through the tent? She's like, nah, my parents should be asleep. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, do you want to go check it out? So yeah, we went outside the tent and we saw this massive ass light and it was in the shape of a circle. It was like really bright blue and we couldn't hear anything in the sky. We couldn't see anything, like no plane flashing lights in there or anything. And this thing was like sitting there for a few seconds and it literally just went around in circles, like around her fields and the neighbour's field. This light was like bigger than a house and it was going around in massive circles. And then all of a sudden it just vanished and we were like, what the hell? So we sprinted inside. We weren't screaming or anything. And we went to look for our friends and they were sitting on the floor in the kitchen in like a circle, which was really weird. And we were like, oh my God, like, did you see that bright light? And they were like, what? No, we didn't see any lights. And me and my friend looked at each other and we were like just freaking out. Yeah, it just vanished and that was it. We couldn't hear any lights in the sky, no helicopters, and it was bigger than a helicopter light, that was for sure.
So when it was going around the fields, how quickly was it moving? Like a car or quicker?
No, it was quicker.
Oh.
And like, you know how helicopters, they can only move in like one line?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this thing was going around in circles.
So I've got Mum and Jared here.
Hey Amber.
Yep.
And I'm going to take them out that way where you saw that light all those years ago. And we're going to try and find another one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen something like that, like in my whole life, though.
Yeah.
And I think you're just gonna be there at a lucky time.
How did you?
I guess.
How did you feel about it? Like, how did you feel at the time?
I felt like I was actually petrified, and I didn't know what was going on. And like me and my friend were just ourselves, and we stood there just watching this thing move around the fields. And then we just sprinted back inside, and we stayed inside for the rest of the night. Like, we didn't go back in the tent or anything, because it just scared the absolute hell out of us.
That's so cool, though.
That is cool. You never forget that, do you, Amber?
Nah.
All right, well, thanks for that. We're going to let you go because we're going to head out that way.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, no probs. I'll see ya.
All right,
Bye.
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 Bye. That was cool.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah.
Did you know that story?
Really good. Yeah, I've heard it a few times. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the story. Yeah.
Cool.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
So where we're going, that's where she saw it?
it's not the exact spot because that was like her friend,
Private
childhood
property. Yeah,
friend, and we don't even really know them anymore, or if the parents still even live there. But we are going somewhere that is like the same area.
Yep.
You actually know where we're going.
Where are we going?
We're going to Nanny's backyard. So my grandma, like Mum's mum, actually lives out that way, and she has a big property with a lot of land. So
Jesus.
that's where we're literally going to go into like Nanny's backyard, her back paddock, and like hang out there and wait.
So that's why we're driving right now?
Yeah. And I want to get there like before dark so we can see Nanny and stuff. So should we head?
Yeah.
All right, we are on our way. Jared's driving as usual. Excited?
Yeah. Yep.
Mum?
Sausage
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
beer?
Yeah.
What the heck?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
A roadie. I just got it out of the fridge at home.
Jesus.
Got a roadie.
Jesus.
Dear Lord. Alright, Crypt Keepers, we've made it. This is my grandma's backyard. Sounds so bizarre, but this is an area where a lot of like UFO strange sort of stuff has, you know, been reported. Now, we're gonna get all of our stuff kind of set up. I think this is kind of just as good an area as any. Super clear night as well, so I'm excited. But should we go say hi to Nanny first?
Yeah, go on.
We just kind of like ran out into her back paddock and she's probably like, what the heck? Alright, Crypt Keepers, this is my nanny. You can call her Madge. Say hi to the Crypt Keepers.
Hi, Crypt Keepers.
Alright, so do you know what we're doing tonight?
Yes.
And do you have any aliens back here?
I've not seen any lately.
Lately?
No.
Alright, well we're going to set up in your backyard.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, we'll have a cup of tea with you or something
right
later.
then. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, see you later. Bye.
Alright, well I think that we kind of set up. What do you think of this little setup, Jared?
Right, they look like they're too...
Yeah, I don't know. Nanny gave them to me, but maybe it's good for star watching.
Ooh. Actually, it's quite good because you can, yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's like,
laid back and you can like look up.
yeah.
It's
Right?
a good
I think
UFO,
it's good.
good UFO hunting chairs.
Is this how you do it, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Alright, Crypt Keepers, we are pretty much settled in this paddock now, right?
Mm.
And it's almost pretty much dark. It's dark. I don't know. So I guess we can start looking out at the skies now. But before we really do that, I just wanted to go through some of the UFO sightings or stories that I've learned about over the past few decades here in South Australia. And there is a lot. They're not all necessarily like centered on this one spot that we are tonight, but all over the state. Like, and you don't know any of these yet. Okay.
I haven't heard any of these. I only know
So-
my story.
We'll talk about your story soon, okay?
Okay.
And Mum's in there with Nanny right now, but Mum has a couple of stories too, so hang tight for those. Now, these ones that I'm going to recite, they're either from articles or newspaper resources, and they're all available online. So if you want to read them for yourself, I'm going to link them below. Now, the first one I'm going to tell you guys about is probably the most famous and most publicized one. Happened on January 20th, 1988, and it concerns the Knowles family. Now, the Knowles family were journeying from Perth, which is in Western Australia, over to Adelaide here in South Australia, and they were driving through the Nullarbor. And a lot of people probably know of the Nullarbor and know of like the crazy UFO stuff that goes on there. So this family, who were all in the same car together, claimed that they encountered something unidentified and flying that followed them for about 90 minutes, like followed their car. They described it as a large glowing ball, like a huge ball of light, and it chased them down the highway and even kind of landed on the roof of the car and like started to lift the car up and down, like so much that when it lifted the car up and dropped it, it burst one of the car's tires from like the pressure of that happening. Apparently, like, this freaked them out, right? You'd be shitting balls.
Shitting yourself.
So they thought, we need to speed up to get away from this huge ball of light. But when they sped up, it was like everything kind of slowed down and was like slow motion. Like even their voices were like, I guess like, no.
Like
You know
Austin
what I mean?
Powers.
Like everything just went slow motion, even though they were speeding up in the car.
Yeah.
This kind of went on for a while and then eventually stopped. Then when they got to like the next town, they told the police and they were kind of like, yeah, did it. And I don't know, people say this has kind of been debunked like by a mirage of light in the desert, and they probably just encountered some bumpiness because their car tire exploded. But I feel like if you're all in the car together and you have this story that's so sensational, like how can I wouldn't accept someone debunking that for me.
And
you know
surely
what I mean?
like a grown adult knows what a burst tire is like, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, they actually said that they reached up and like touched whatever it was on top of the car, like they could feel it. I don't know. Weird, huh? Alrighty guys, so our next one takes place in Port Augusta. This one was back in 1947.
That's pretty early, because that's before like Hollywood movies and that, right? So
Is it? I don't know.
yeah.
I guess.
Well, that's pretty old.
Yeah. Anyway, this one is interesting because a number of people cited this occurrence. So it's actually 3 different people who were working on the Commonwealth Railways. They cited 5 metallic-looking objects that they described as flying saucers. So moving forward into 1954, again, interestingly, this one was in January 22nd. Again, a number of people, 3 different people, cited a flying object go over Gawler, right? And they described this as moving really, really fast, so at a terrific speed. Again, it was kind of like shaped like a saucer, but it was pure white.
1973, February 4th, in Kimber on the Air Highway, 4 people in 3 separate cars, this isn't just one person or one family seeing it, this is 3 separate cars, reported to see something in a clearing they all passed, described as an orange rectangular shape, similar to an illuminated door in the scrub. It had strange figure standing inside of it.
So this one is perhaps like one of my favorite ones because it's not necessarily like a UFO even, it's not flying, right?
Yeah, it seems sort of like an unidentified sitting object.
Portal. So I picture in my head, like a door just in the middle of nothing, in the middle of scrubland, bushland, and then there's like a little figure standing in there, like, and it was multiple cars driving down this same highway that saw it and reported it. So I don't know, what do you make of that one, guys? Leave a comment.
I'm getting like attacked by like bugs.
Samesies.
So I've got another one here. 2006, the Flinders Ranges, witnessed by many people kilometres apart. So again, another one where it wasn't just one person or one family. Something plummeting through the sky. Lots of people looked up to hear this and then heard a louder sonic boom. Thought maybe it was a piece of space junk, but it was big.
But it was huge, yeah. So I think that one's interesting. Recently, I actually cited something. I don't think it was like anything extraterrestrial or whatever. It seemed like a meteorite or something coming down and burning up in our atmosphere.
That was when we filmed
at the Tikal Ruins for my birthday, guys. When we were up there on the hill, it was like 3 really large pieces of debris falling down, and I could see the tail coming off
Yeah.
of them, and then they just kind of
That
disappeared.
was cool.
the
We
closer-
both saw
Oh,
it.
you did see it as
Yeah,
well,
I did
didn't
see
you?
it, but we didn't capture it on camera.
Yeah, didn't capture on
We
camera.
were setting up.
But I was so excited because I was like, oh my god, imagine if this like makes a paranormal activity go off tonight or something.
I got another one here. February 10, 1982, Victor Harbour. Woman sighted a strange light in the southern sky. Looked like a floodlight and stayed still for about 30 minutes before starting to move.
Again, guys, January. Maybe I'm
Why
just
are they all in
noticing.
January?
I don't know. Maybe it's just my like selfish brain that's like, oh, January, because that's when I was in my birthday is. Like, anyway, January 1980. 3 people in Inman Valley sighted a UFO. They described it as, I think this one's really weird, described it as kind of like a big aircraft, so like that kind of size, and it was actually on fire.
Ah.
And it was moving really quick and leaving a trail of fire behind it that they said was like 200 yards of flame. And then this was going really, really fast. They had no sound to go with it. So you'd think if a plane was on fire, like hurtling through the sky, you'd hear it, right? And that happened about 10 p.m. Which kind of reminds me of my sister's experience because she actually mentioned there was no sound.
Yeah, that's cool. No
So
sound.
eerie. We got another one here in Puri, October of 1954. So this one is cool because it's actually a police officer that responded to 2 people who were kind of freaking out, like, oh my god, we seen this really weird thing in the sky, right? So he goes to check it out as well, and it was hovering about 1,000 feet above the sea. So this place is down by the coast, guys, about 3 miles out from the land, right? And he described it as changing color. So the color sequence, it went from red to orange to green, and then finally to white. And then when it went to white, it slowly made its way out to sea and like disappeared. But this has been described not as your like typical classic saucer shape. Picture a light bulb that's upside down.
Oh, right.
So that's pretty unique, right?
Yeah.
Something a bit different. Next one, again, same year, again, January, so January 1954. This one happened in Corn. 3 men, so again, 3 different people, sighted a diamond-shaped light. So that's an interesting shape as well. Diamond-shaped light in the sky that was putting out a beam of light as if it was searching for something. So it was like looking around. They said that this light kind of darted around the sky with its beam for several minutes before just like fading away. So these are all very interesting, right? All happen in South Australia, not necessarily where we are now. We're in the area where my sister saw something, but they're all so like unique.
Yeah, they're all very different.
Yeah, and I think when it's multiple people seeing something that isn't explained after the fact, it's way more interesting. Because I did read some articles and it was like, you know, heaps of people claimed to see a UFO, and then later it was like, oh, that's because there was like a meteor shower or something, you know. So anyway, what you've got a really weird one to share, like a personal story, right?
Yeah, so we made a video on this, but I had I always say it was a dream, but lots of people have had these experiences where they've claimed to be waken up in the night and taken out of their bed by something.
Abducted. Right.
Yeah, so I woke up and started levitating out of the bed and sort of levitating into a vertical position. And I couldn't scream or talk or move. And then my door opened and then I just started floating out of the doorway down the end of my house. And we made an episode about that. And that was probably like the scariest dream I had. And like Amy had to wake me up because I was like freaking out.
He was literally like,
yeah,
in
like
the bed, and
possessed.
I was like, ugh, yeah, okay.
But that seemed so real. Like in my dream, it was so vivid. Is vivid the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so vivid, and like, yeah, I could see all the detail of my house and Amy asleep next to me and my dog asleep on the floor. It was so clear. So was that a dream or did something else happen? Lots of people claim to have these abduction stories across the world.
And I do wonder as well, like we often think of abductions as hijacking your physical body, but what about hijacking your consciousness or like your mind? Maybe you were in the process of that being taken away from you, you know what I mean? But abductions aside, like you had another really weird trippy thing. I don't even know, this is like probably out of the realm of like UFOs, right?
What was this one?
The one you told me in the car about the pool.
Oh, with the airplane. Yeah. I was swimming in the pool one day at Amy's house, and her pool has like a little sail or canvas over the top of the pool. And I seen a plane flying, just a regular plane, a regular, I don't know, Qantas or Virgin or whatever, plane flying in the sky. And it flew behind the canvas. And I was just watching this plane, it was a clear day. And then the plane never flew on the other side of the canvas.
So it was
It
like
just
it
disappeared.
disappeared.
And then I was like, oh, that was weird. And then I swam out from under the canvas and it was gone.
Are you sure you didn't like not pay attention to where it was going or something like
No,
that?
I was in the pool, I was watching this plane and because I was in the pool on my own, so I was bored and I was like, oh, I'll watch this plane. And then I flew behind the canvas and then never flew out. It was just gone.
So what do you guys think of that? Do you think that's like some glitch in the Matrix
Yeah.
or something? Like, or
And it
a
was high,
time-
it was really high in the sky, so it's not like a low plane that could have changed course and then it was like one of those really high
like
ones.
a time slip maybe? I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't
It makes me think of that viral video where someone is going under a plane on the freeway and then they keep filming it and it's just stopped and just still in the
Yeah.
air, like really weird. Anyway, shall we... It's pretty dark now.
Yeah, we need to turn this light off because the bugs are going crazy.
Yeah, we need to figure out how we're going to film the sky. I haven't thought that through until right now. Okay, well, there's a light out here. Can you see it?
Yeah,
Can you see it on the camera?
you can, but it's like blurry when I zoom in.
That is in the sky for sure.
Just to describe it, like what I can see, it looks like an orange ball of fire in the sky.
Yeah, it's a gold light.
It doesn't look like a white light like a plane. It looks like a glowing orange ball of light.
I don't know. Is it moving or is it coming
Looks like
closer?
it looks like it's coming closer to us.
It does, like... Is it a plane or something?
I don't know, it looks a bit too flickery bright for a plane.
I'm not going to freak out and claim this is like some alien spacecraft. But right now it is a UFO, right?
Well, it isn't identified, so yeah.
We haven't even been out here very long and like already we have captured a UFO. What the f***? It's getting bigger. What is going on? I don't know what to do. Like, it's probably like a damn plane or something.
Let me try zooming in on it again. What the hell is that?
Is it getting dimmer now?
Yeah, it's getting dimmer. Oh, it was so bright before.
I know. Oh, I can't get this off.
Is it? Is it? It's disappeared now though. I can't see it.
It's going off to the right there. Is that... Well, that's a plane.
I can see a plane there. That's not the same light that we saw before.
I swear it is.
No, it's not.
I swear it was coming towards us and then it just turned. I didn't get my photo. We don't know what we're doing, guys, by the way. I did not expect that at all. That was probably nothing, right? I've never seen a light like that.
Well, that plane that's going past now, that is what a plane looks like.
Yeah.
That's not what we were seeing before.
Well, if you think about it, right, they might have roots. So if we watch that area and we get another thing that's similar tonight, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Let me put my night shot on. Alright, finally got my camera done. I'm gonna take a photo. There actually might not be enough freaking light out here.
Oh, that looks
You
cool.
can kind of see what we're looking at a bit better.
That looked cool, that photo.
Now, how much of the sky can you see with that camera?
This,
Yeah.
nothing really. It's just black.
I can see stars and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm getting some star photos here. Yeah,
Let me
okay.
have a look. Let me have a look. Go back.
Point this
So
right
it's,
up.
so it's looking good.
I don't know. I'm going to take a photo just pointed pretty much up. Alright. Let's see what we got.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah. I don't know how crisp it is though. There's a ton of stars out, guys. Out here in the sticks. Is that what you call it? There's, yeah, you can see a lot of stars.
How's UFO hunting going?
No, I'm just taking a whole bunch of photos of the sky. I didn't see anything but stars, but what do you guys think? Like, if anyone watching actually does I don't even know if it's called UFO hunting, stargazing, like, what's the best thing to do? Just chill out in your chair and watch the sky, or try and like, how do you try to document what's going on? I don't know what to do. Let's see if you can see what's the Big Dipper.
Yeah.
Let me take a photo and then see. Oh yeah, is that it?
No, yeah, that's it. Cool.
Yeah. Where's the Southern Cross?
Oh yeah, the Southern Cross. That's
Remember,
an Aussie thing.
we had bloody so much trouble is that it? So guys, the Southern Cross is, if you know what the Australian flag looks like and you've seen some stars on it, that's like a constellation you can only see from the Southern Hemisphere.
Alright, so we did see the Southern Cross on camera, so you can point out to them.
You know what, Jared, this is actually quite nice.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of a good date night because you don't have to like pay for anything and it's just nice.
You don't have to pay for anything.
No, I mean like if you're someone that can't afford to take someone on a nice date, this is like a nice thing you can do, like just look at the stars.
Actually, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is. Would be nice if we see a UFO though.
Yeah, that would make my night. But we're literally just watching the sky waiting for an alien to come down in its little spaceship and just, I don't know, give us a light show, take us away, abduct Jared.
What?
I don't know. These chairs are comfy.
Yeah, this is really good chairs.
Yeah.
Isn't your grandma said she's selling these? We should buy them off of her.
Yeah, we should buy them. Oh, I do have a story, not a ghost, what is going on in my brain? A UFO alien story for you all. And this was something that Jared and I went out to film, and it never made it to my channel.
Really?
Yeah.
What one was that?
So, I don't know if anyone watching will remember those monolith things that were going up a few months ago. There was one that went up in South Australia, alright? And we went to go and see it. And the episode only made it to TikTok because I just couldn't salvage an episode.
It was so disappointing. It was so disappointing.
So maybe I'll just show my TikTok video. But you guys should all go follow me on TikTok. And if you're watching this and you don't already, you should also follow me at AmysCrypt on Instagram. I recently had a bunch of people bullying me over there, and I'm just trying to grow my following on Instagram now just because I know it'll piss them off. So if you want to piss off the people bullying me, go and follow me on Instagram. But I'm going to roll the TikTok. Recently, these strange, mysterious monoliths started popping up all around the world, and some people believe they could be related to aliens. One of these structures appeared near me in Noarlunga, South Australia, so I ventured out at midnight to find it. I walked through this field in the dark looking for it, as did a number of other people. Unfortunately, by the time we located it, it was missing, but we did find a piece of it nearby in some bushes. Still no idea where the other two sides of it ended up. Someone had already visited to destroy the monolith and sketch penises onto the metal, so I'm really hoping this wasn't a gift or a test from the aliens, because we failed. There was this binary code on the structure if anyone can decipher it. Well, there you have it. Australia's monolith. It was a little bit underwhelming, and I really hope that if friggin' aliens put that there, they're not coming back for it, because they're gonna come back and be like, what the heck? Alright, what do you guys think? I don't really believe that those monoliths were alien sent or anything of that nature.
The one we seen had pop rivets.
That was a backyard job, if I ever did see
definitely.
one. Like
The news made it look cool. Like when we seen it on the news, it was like it looked solid, and we were like, oh, that'll be a cool episode. Why don't we go check it out? And then we got there, and it was like half vandalized, destroyed, and it was bad.
There were so many like drunk people out looking for it as well.
Yeah, not all of them are drunk. We met some nice people there.
Yeah, we actually met some really lovely people, but a lot of people I think were drunk.
It was like a Friday, Saturday night.
Yeah, we actually left your work Christmas party to go find it.
Yeah, we did. That light's back.
Oh,
it's in the same spot again. See, it looks like it's on fire. It's like very...
You can see it on this photo.
Yeah, are you going to take it still? Do you want me to take this off the tripod?
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, you can see it. It just looks like a bloody light on top of a tree.
Yeah, it looks like it's on fire though, like it's really bright and like flickery.
Yeah, if I'm zooming in on it, it doesn't look, it's just blurry. It's a plane, it's a f***ing plane.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why
Why are we so stupid? I don't know why it looked really weird before, like a big ball of flaming golden light, right?
That's disappointing. But at least
Oh, my legs.
people will still take us seriously.
They will?
Well, we debunked it.
Okay. Alright, so while Jared and I have been out here doing all the work, what have you been? You've been in there drinking wine with Nanny,
Oh
haven't you?
yeah.
Alright, well now that Mum's a few drinks deep, you've got some stories to tell us, right?
Yeah, a couple. Yeah.
So what happened to you?
Okay, so the first one was really weird. I was on the way to work. It was about 4:30 in the morning, and I had my older daughter in the car with me. Vanessa was in the car, and we were on our way to work, and we were going down Kings Road. So I don't know if anybody knows, when you turn off Main North Road, go down Kings Road, and you're facing the sea, so you're driving towards the sea. Then I seen this flash of green light just come straight down, like, and it sort of landed in the sea, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like,
All the way down?
I'm like, all the way down, yeah. I'm like, Vanessa, did you see that? And she's like, what?
Typical
No,
Vanessa.
I think she was having a little sleep because it was so early in the morning. But yeah, it was like one of those things that you see that you never forget.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
it's
weird.
really weird.
Yeah, it's weird
Okay.
that it was above the sea as well, because I was telling Jared some stories earlier, and there was one and it was floating above the sea as well. Not like a flash, but still weird.
Yeah.
You got another one?
So the other one, I was at work. It was very late, probably about like 10:30 at night, maybe 10:30 at night, and I saw there was 3 white lights that were just hovering in the sky, and they just didn't look like anything. They weren't drones, and they were just, gliding along. Didn't look like a plane, didn't look like anything that I'd ever sort of seen before. They were just weird, and I wasn't the only one that saw it. There was other people that were like, oh wow, what is going on up there? And they definitely weren't drones. I don't know what they were, but
So
they were really
were they
freaky.
in a triangle, or
Sort of like in a triangle.
and
There was
did they
3
stay
lights.
together? Like they were all
Yeah.
attached to one body?
Yeah,
if
they
that
were.
makes sense.
Yeah, they were a triangle, but they were moving like really slowly.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the answer to that would be. I don't know what they were.
Yeah.
Definitely weren't drones.
UFO,
But it was
unidentified.
Just a weird thing,
Mm.
Maybe a NASA thing or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Weird.
But when it's weird.
Yeah.
There's stuff out there that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, thanks.
That's all right. That's my two little things.
Yeah,
but
I've never had
weird.
anything happen or seen anything that's like that, so I'm jealous.
yeah, stuff like that you never forget.
Alright guys, so tonight has been very interesting. It's something completely different, so please let me know your thoughts on it below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you want more? Have you got your own experiences you can share? Leave a comment. Leave a comment even if you've never seen anything. I've never seen anything really weird, so I mean, let me know if there's other people out there like me. But I do hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. That really helps me out. If you want to do any more reading on any of the haunted places that I've visited from all around the world, head to AmysCrypt.com. You guys can also follow me at AmysCrypt on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok, and I post bonus content on my Patreon and my YouTube memberships, which are linked below. But thank you so much for watching, Crypt Keepers. Until next time.